Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3 quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that told me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Fights free yet again. Still, and now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Washington. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. A try here for the extra point. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Cowboys under head coach Jason Garrett as they get set for their first opportunity. Leading them out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural Deshaun Watson.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
Michael set. 19. Check.
From the 50, it's Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Watson. And brought in by the tight end Cook. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And the offensive starters for Dallas.
And the play of this offensive line is going to be so important in this game because we saw the sack a minute or so ago. They've got to be able to give their guy time to throw. That means communication and being physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
To throw is Watson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up fourth.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Saquon Barkley deep to return. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
The safety Patrick Chung is the one who makes the stop. And a quick look at Washington's offense.
If there's ever such a thing as a downside to such a nice drive, it's that we didn't get a chance to talk about them earlier. But I would have said, keep an eye on this offensive line and let's see how it performs. And so far, so great, because they've already gotten their running back into the end zone.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2. A look now at our starting defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Out, out.
A toss out to Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go. Set, 8, read. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Back to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
The Redskins send out their punter. Back deep is DJ Chark. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something?
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Just like that. Just like that.
From the 44, Watson. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, it's Watson. And this is Cook with the ground. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Here's a look at the starters defensively for Washington. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Faking the give. Now Watson. That'll be complete to Cook. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They'll run with Lindsey. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is Parker, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll find Parker again, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. He'll drop to throw, and he finds Parker here, complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. But they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. And this one is right down Broadway. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. The Redskins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
36 to Mike. It's going to be a long
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Peterson. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get ready. Let's get on the field.
At the 44-yard line.
On 2nd down, Peterson. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. They'll set up to throw.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He'll let this go for the end zone as his guys are in for 6. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Watson trying to get his guys moving. To throw again on second down. Watson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now a carry for Lindsey. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a moment. But first, the NFL season is in full swing. Let's show the good folks what we've got in store for us later this weekend here in Week 2. In that 1 o'clock time frame, a lot to choose from. But let's highlight the game in Philadelphia. A big one for the Eagles as they'll square off against the Cincinnati Bengals. Good games in the late afternoon as well. One being out in Santa Clara, where it'll be the 49ers taking on the New York Jets. And one final game to highlight is the Sunday night extravaganza. And they've got a good one this week between the LA Chargers and the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
If these guys are going to chomp into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They'll try the draw, Lindsey. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Watson now to throw. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
A gain of 6 there on first. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this out to the 34 out of bounds there. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Now this is an example of breaking down in defense because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready.
This is Barkley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Trey Flowers there on the tackle. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. They're going to look to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight. From the left hash, this from 46. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. Check.
From the 44, Watson, a little check down to Lindsey. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. On first down, Lindsey. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Watson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. But now it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner. And I don't think, with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Now Saquon Barkley. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 30. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch 54. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Shoot. Ready, go. Shoot.
They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
On the double. Spin D. Watch the pass.
Check the backer.
Ready.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. Corey Peters there to bring him down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Let's go.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. We've now seen 3 consecutive 1-yard gains, and it brings up 4th down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Watson. And brought in by the tight end Cook. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Again, it's Watson. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Check girls, check girls, check girls.
Watson on 1st down. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. From the red zone now, Watson. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. The Cowboys offense, it'll stay out there as they'll go for 2. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 1st down, Barkley. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground. Barkley, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now it's Barkley, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down, Barkley, and a short gain down to about the 33. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Let's get it. Ready, go.
Saquon Barkley running right. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Washington, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.